Okay, I look a little crazy. I do look very Halloweeny though. Hence the shirt. This is a fall evening routine. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing just a cozy fall evening together, and we're gonna spend a couple hours together and hang out and be best friends. So that is what we're doing today. There's not much to explain here. It's currently about 5:30 and I think I'm gonna go on an extended walk. Usually I go on a 40-minute walk, but there's a free little library walking distance from me, and it is obviously a hefty walk. It's about 1.5 miles there and 1.5 miles back, so that is closer to 2 hours, but I think that we can do it before the sun sets. So I think we're gonna go ahead and grab a book. I have a lot of books in my car that I'm trying to give away, and so I think I'm gonna find a book and then see. It's my favorite free little library. It's the one you guys saw in my other video, if you guys haven't seen that one, and it's a fantasy themed one, and I don't know. I have been having an inkling to go there, so I decided today is the day that we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna walk there instead, get my steps in for the day. And I don't know, I've been loving walking every afternoon. This is literally what I do every afternoon. That's pretty much it. We are gonna make some dinner, hang out, maybe watch a fall movie. I'm just excited. These are some of my favorite videos to make, so let's go. I came back from my walk and oh my gosh, that was a killer. I look so funny in this shirt right now with my hair all up. Let me take this down. Okay, I look a little crazy. I do look very Halloweeny though, hence the shirt. This is a fall evening routine. Maybe it won't, but let me put some glasses on. Yeah, so I did my walk. Literally did 10,000 steps. But honestly, I should be doing that more often because I hit 10,000 steps in one go. I ended up making it to the free little library. There is actually one a little bit closer that maybe I'll go to in the next couple days to kind of keep up with my walk. But this was the one I really, really loved last time. And honestly, they didn't have like the best picks, but I did end up picking something and giving my book away. And I ended up picking this one. It is called Evie Drake Starts Over. And it just seemed really fun. I don't know if I'll read this ASAP because I am definitely in my fall mood and my winter mood, but I think closer towards spring and summer, this would be such a good read to pick up. Or if I'm looking for just like a fun little beachy romance. I honestly don't know much about this book, but it basically is set in Maine, which is like the epitome of like a fun little summer. And I do plan to go to Maine soon. I feel like this book would be really, really fun to read in Maine. I feel like all the books recently I've been reading have been set in Maine because the only one left and 11/22/63 are both set in Maine. I feel like it's a sign I need to go to Maine soon. So I think this would be fun to read when I go to Maine there. So I'm gonna try to keep it for then. But it just seemed like a quirky little romance. It's about this girl who loses her husband and she's kind of going through the grief, and about this man who's kind of had like a failure in the Major League Baseball, and they both kind of come to agreement that he can like live in her like apartment in the back of her house as long as they don't talk about what they both are like struggling with. And at the end here it says, to move forward, Evie and Dean will have to reckon with their past, the friendship they've damaged, the secrets they've kept, but in life, as in baseball, there's always a chance up until the last out. And I feel like, I don't know, again, it screamed like a fun little cozy romance, and I do love a good romance. So I'm really, really, really excited to read this. I just like can't wait until it's like the perfect setting to pick up this book. That was my walk, and that was my little library haul, my free little library haul. It's 7:30. I just finished showering and I'm gonna make some dinner because tonight is Tuesday. And if you are not part of what goes on Tuesdays, Dancing with the Stars goes on Tuesday. And I was gonna watch like a fall movie. Honestly, I was starting to watch Wicked. I got a minute in, but I was starting to watch Wicked earlier. I don't know how to describe why Wicked feels fall. Maybe it's just because like the theatrics of it all and the whimsicalness of it all, but I think I'm gonna watch Dancing with the Stars live. I normally watch it the day after. I feel like it'd be fun to watch it live. I watched it live last week and it was really fun because I really don't want this week to get spoiled. I feel like as it starts to get sooner, I don't want it to be spoiled to me. So I'm gonna watch it live, and then I think on the breaks I'm gonna read. I am still currently reading 11/22/63, and I'm definitely having a hard time like actually getting into it. I feel like it's because I haven't sat down and actually read a really big chunk of it. I've been taking like 20 minutes here and there to read like 5 pages. I think if I take like a nice chunk out of my weekend today to make an actual dent into it, I think we might be able to finish it before October, which means I almost got all my fall TBR done. So that would be really exciting. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make my dinner and get ready for Dancing with the Stars. I'm literally so excited. Give you a little update on my book. So obviously I mentioned I'm reading this one, and I'm on page 132, so I'm really not that far into it. And again, I feel like I just need to crank out like 2 hours in my day to actually make a dent into this book. But I've been simultaneously reading audiobooks while also reading physical books. But right now I don't have an audiobook that's speaking to me, so I figured I'd pick up one of my other fall reads, which is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I feel like these are both very drastically different, that I can kind of keep them straight in my head, and I wanted something a little spooky because Halloween is just around the corner, so I figured this was the perfect read. It even had like trigger warnings and like a whole map in the front about all of like the names of people and what they do, so I'm already a little scared. So I did only read one chapter of it, and it was very, very enjoyable. And I'm excited to see where it goes. All I know is New Orleans and witches, and their mother just passed away, so the oldest is now like the grim witch. That's literally all I know. But I'm excited to continue reading this one. I feel like this will be a fun read. And that's pretty much my night. It's currently 10:30. I have to wake up pretty early, so I'm gonna finish my tea, get ready for bed, and honestly, probably watch Gilmore Girls and go to bed. So I know this was a little bit of a shorter one, and honestly, nothing too crazy happened, but this is just kind of like a normal afternoon in my life, and I figured sometimes it's cool to just be authentic and real about what you're up to. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little slice of normalcy and escape for a little bit, and I will see you all in my next video. And I think we will be continuing our fall series because it's November. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully. Okay. I love you. Mwah. Bye. Have a good night.